my heart is still beating profusely beyond my control. My mind is calm, my thoughts are clear, but my hands are shaking. My heart is beating like you disagree with me, and I can just feel my voice shaking. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just feel like I should say this. I'm not exactly sure what this space will become in the future, but I'm mapping it to be something. But regardless of that, I know what I want this space to feel like. I want it to feel like a space for thinkers, for dreamers, for creatives, for people whose minds don't sit still. This is a space where I explore ideas out loud, where I show my work, my creative work, where I share the beautiful, messy process of being a creative. And sometimes that just looks very, right now, half-formed thoughts, but it's honest. I am honest. I love truth. I want this space to be I want it to be real because I'm real. So if you're building something or just trying to express yourself or understand your mind, stay. And the rambling of this disclaimer just shows you how well. Welcome back to my YouTube channel again. I work in media, I work in communication, I understand visual storytelling, emotional expression, narrative structure, and all of that. Currently I'm running my master's in media arts and communication, so trust when I say I understand these things. And to thrive in the media space, you've got to have very, very strong communication skills, and that is where I feel I'm extremely shy. I am an introvert when it comes to existing in real life, in real outdoor spaces, especially in offices, in board meetings. I tend to struggle. Sometimes my body reacts before my mind does. Sometimes my hand shakes. Even when my thoughts are clear, my heart is still beating profusely beyond my control. My mind is calm, my thoughts are clear, but my hands are shaking. My heart is beating like you disagree with me, and I can just feel my voice shaking. It's sometimes I feel confident internally, but expressing that confidence feels like I'm performing. It feels very fake. It feels like I'm putting an effort, I have to, we're on, and then I have to, Recently in school, I got an A for a presentation, and I feel like I've been acknowledged for, communicating well. But honestly, it didn't feel natural. I do better when I communicate in spaces like this. And in the recent times or in the recent days, I've been sitting with it. I've been thinking about this. It's been bothering me. I'm feeling oh my goodness, how am I going to scale this industry if I can't overcome this? So instead of running away from it, I'm trying to interrogate it. Do you feel me? I don't want to be ashamed of it or be anxious of it, and I also don't want to give up on myself, but I want to understand it because I don't think this feeling defines me. And if you can relate to this, I don't think it defines you either. I feel like this could just be a season. It could be nervous system learning. I've heard that before. It could be something that has to do with how we grew up or shifts in experiences. 5 years from now, I might show up differently. I might be more confident. Today, right now, this is the real thing that I'm struggling with. And instead of fighting or pretending that it doesn't exist, I'm choosing self-awareness, because transformation starts with not pretending. It starts with inquiring, and I don't want to be defined by introversion or anxiety or discomfort. But since this is a reality, since this is a part of me now, I want it to be integrated into a way that is rewarding, in a way that teaches me depth, in a way that teaches me empathy, maybe for someone else tomorrow. So I really want to reflect on it, and so that led me to creating some questions. Yeah, I created some questions. It might be useful to you. I was going to, I did it by myself, but I just thought it'd be nice to come up here and share it. I created it to explore because maybe there are people out there, maybe you who's watching this video right now, who feel this way sometimes. Like, you love people, you love to be around people, you're capable, you're intelligent, like you want to express yourself, you have such a brilliant mind, but it's just like your body just fails you. Like, your body does not always cooperate with like what is expected. And this isn't even about becoming an extrovert overnight or becoming louder or but I think it's just about being aware. So instead of trying to fix myself, I decided to interrogate and investigate this thing just freely and just do it. Just whatever, like I have to confront it head on, like whatever truths I find, just face it head on and deal with it, because what I am today is not what I'm going to be tomorrow or in the next 5 years or 10 years. I might encounter something, I might grow in ways that I would look back to this moment and be like, oh my goodness, all I had to do was attend this class. All I had to do was form my mindset in this particular way, and now I'm free. Now I can show up fully and I'm not afraid to speak. I don't stutter. I say what I'm thinking. I think it in my brain and it is coming out of my mouth exactly the way that it is in my brain. So like, I'm not giving up on myself. And if you can relate to this too, don't give up on yourself. Like, I keep hearing things where they say that, like one of the most important skills in this world is public speaking. And I see it because I've seen, for instance, people who are not in my class, well, just generally in life, who are not like the most brilliant people, but because of they know how to speak, they know how to communicate something. I feel like they are topping places. They are in rooms that you'd be like, oh, like intelligent wise, this person shouldn't be here. Not that I judge where anybody should be, but I'm just telling you how, communication is very important. Public speaking is very important. And instead of just being, giving up on yourself or being like, oh, that's how I am, I'm an introvert, I'm shy, my body fails me, I think it's important to really go into your mind and find out why. And also the fact, like, find out why you're scared, why you're fearful, because even the Bible says that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. He has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, authority. You're able to speak with authority in front of anything. He's giving you love, which means that your heart is just so filled with compassion and you want to express that compassion. Or he has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Like, yeah, your mind is sound, your mind is brilliant, your mind is beautiful, and I don't think that you should hide your mind. I think that the whole world deserves to see the beautiful things that can come out of your mind. And I also believe that introverts or quiet people are one of the deepest thinkers. Like, the things that they come up with is amazing. And sometimes it's like they're not even able, it's like there's just so much going on in their head that it's sort of hard to, express it. And imagine when an introvert or a quiet deep thinker masters the art of communication. Imagine what that can be, because we're not here in this world to be isolated. We're here for each other. So I'm going to link the questions. I'm going to pin them in the comment section, and maybe in your own time you can just, answer these questions for yourself, and I hope it helps you. For the sake of this video, I'm going to pin the questions in the comment, but I'm also going to voice out the questions here. So number one has to do with identity. One, when did I first realize that I was an introvert? Do I actually dislike being around people, or do I just get overwhelmed by stimulations? What does being myself feel like in my body? When do I feel most alive? Is it when I'm alone creating or in a crowd performing? Is my introversion fear, or is it preference? That's a good one. Is it fear? And if it's fear, you have to overcome it. I have to overcome it. I have to tell myself the truth and I have to overcome it. And 6, like what kind of conversations energize me instead of drain me? You'll be surprised how answering that question is going to change the spaces that you put yourself in. Because sometimes there are spaces that are like blocks. I know just sometimes where I'm in spaces where my mind can't even think, I'm not creative, but then there are other spaces that, I just come so alive. So yeah, just know the kind of people and what kind of conversations energize you, what kind of questions energize you, and what type drain you. And let's assume the word was not rewarding extrovert. Would you still feel inadequate as an introvert? Then the other question to ask is, why does my body panic even when my mind feels prepared? What exactly happens physically when I'm in an official space where I have to interact in a workspace? Do I feel like I'm performing competence instead of embodying it? And who taught me that confidence has to be loud? Can quiet confidence be sustainable, where you can just be yourself and just communicate and everyone will meet you where you are? Is anxiety a sign that you're incapable, or maybe you're just overstimulated? So just like what I said, that my mind is calm, my thoughts are clear, but my hands are like shaking and my heart is just beating. More of the questions will be, like I said, in the comments. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I pray I was going to say I hope well, yeah, I pray that this video means something, and like it, share it. Why am I overthinking saying share it? Like, yeah, share it and subscribe, and bye. See you some other time.